On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Ancestry.
The family or the ethnic descent that you come from.
Examples:
A distinguished ancestry. Pre-human ancestry. He looked down on the royal ancestry of the neighboring country.
Baffle.
To bewilder or perplex someone completely and to be unable to understand or explain something.
Examples:
Baffle his plan. Baffle outside noises. The paradox baffled most philosophers.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples:
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Chromosome.
A long and string-like DNA molecule containing the part or all of the genetic material of an organism that controls what an animal or plant is like.
Examples:
A sex chromosome. The end of chromosome. Human females normally have 2 X chromosomes.
Dizzy.
Having or causing a whirling sensation and not able to keep balance.
Examples:
Feel dizzy. Had a dizzy spell. Professional skaters can spin fast on the ice without getting dizzy.
Genome.
The complete set or sequence of genes of a human, animal, plant, or other living things.
Examples:
Sequencing of the human genome. Genome analyses. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion chemical base pairs.
Distinct.
Noticeable from something else of a similar type.
Examples:
Distinct difference. Distinct from each other. It is essential to keep these 2 issues distinct.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Utilize.
To use something for a practical purpose in an effective way.
Examples:
Utilize a different approach. Utilize a catheter. The cook utilized the leftover oxtail to make soup.
Conception.
A general idea or belief of what something or someone is like or should be, an understanding of a situation or a principle.
Examples:
A grand conception. The conception of the good. I have no conception of what you intend.
Sperm.
The reproductive cell produced by a man or male animal.
Examples:
Man with a low sperm count. Production of sperm. The male sperm fertilizes the female egg.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Muddle.
To mix up or confuse something, to make a mess of something, to create disorder or chaos.
Examples:
Muddle the instructions. Muddle the situation. I accidentally muddled up the reports and need help to tell which.
Identical.
Being the exact same one.
Examples:
Pair of identical twins. An identical equation. Infant formulas are nutritionally almost identical to a mother's breast milk.
Swap.
To give something and receive something in trade.
Examples:
Swap seats. Swap columns with rows. Don't swap horses while crossing a stream.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Recombine.
To combine or put together again or differently, To cause genetic recombination equals the process by which genetic material is broken and joined to other genetic material.
Examples:
Recombine at the surface. Ability to recombine. Some scientists argue that the genes in food should not be artificially recombined.
Mash.
To crush or grind something into a soft, wet, pulpy mass, to talk or behave amorously, without serious intentions. Noun, a mixture of crushed malt grains and hot water.
Examples:
Mash his words. Potato mash. She mashed the potatoes with a fork until they were smooth and creamy.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
Great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Deceased.
No longer alive, dead.
Examples:
Deceased loved one. Deceased relative. The deceased person's family was notified of their passing.
Comparison.
The consideration or examination of the similarities between two or more people or things.
Examples:
Ease of comparison. Comparison of foods on a caloric basis. I've included the two designs for a comparison.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Sequence:
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Specific:
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Deem:
To consider or decide something in a particular way.
Examples:
Deem socially responsible. Deem wrong or inappropriate. Regarding earthquakes, some commercial buildings were deemed unsafe.
Assume:
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Indicate:
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
Indicate a preference. Indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Descent:
The act or process of moving downward, a person's family origins.
Examples:
Descent from nobility. Descent of family. The descent from the mountain was steep and rocky.
Indigenous:
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Rev:
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Heritage:
The culture and traditions that are passed down from previous generations.
Examples:
Heritage site. Historical heritage. The heritage of the city is reflected in its architecture.
Database:
A large amount of data stored in a computer system in such a way that it can be searched and updated easily.
Examples:
Database administrator, employee database. Each country's officials can access the central database.
Ethnicity.
The cultural characteristics of a particular group, such as language, religion, and traditions, that distinguish them from other groups.
Examples:
Ethnic diversity. Based on their ethnicity. The city is home to people of many different ethnicities.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Interbreed.
To breed between different species or varieties.
Examples:
Interbreed to produce hybrid offspring. Interbreed plants. Lions and tigers can interbreed to produce a liger.
Contribution.
The act of giving something, especially money, to a particular cause or organization, a voluntary gift as of money or service or ideas made to some worthwhile cause.
Examples:
Make a positive contribution. Contribution to society. His contribution to the charity was a generous donation of money.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Certainty.
The state of being certain.
Examples:
Scientific certainty. Reach certainty about the theory. Through investigation, his suspicions hardened into certainty.